Okay, so how I will identify? If I can extract the allochemicals, then only I can say that yes, the inhibition of the growth is also due to the allelopathy. Okay, so if I don't know whether the plant will release some allochemicals or not, so I cannot say whether the growth of the maize plant is due to allelopathy or due to the competition. Okay, so this is the basic thing which we cannot identify in case of field condition. Okay, now the second. So in the second, I will go to the directly I will approach to the different allelopathy interaction. So this is the different allelopathy interaction. Here, these are the allelopathic interaction. How I have already told allelopathy means it is the inhibitory interaction between the plants. So here the plants may be, so I have classified this interaction into 4 parts. One is interaction of one crop, means inhibitory effect of one crop over another crop, inhibitory effect of one weed over another weed, inhibitory effect of crop on weed, then inhibitory effect of weed on crop. So if I will say here, just remember, so crop sugarcane can suppress the growth of the groundnut. Eucalyptus will decrease the growth of the vegetable. Lentil residue, if I will say lentil residue, it will decrease the wheat crop. Sorghum decrease the wheat. Sweet potato, this is decrease the cowpea. Again, if I will see the weed against weed, so I can use Coscuta to control Acornia crassicus, which is an aquatic weed. Yes or no? This is a aquatic weed. So I can use eucalyptus, which will suppress the cypress species. So likewise, Amaranthus pinosus will suppress the Parthenium species. Okay. Now, which crop I have to take, and it will inhibit the which weed. So if I will take maize crop, then it will inhibit the Chenopodium. Sweet potato, it will inhibit the cypress species. Then which weed will affect the crop? Now I can say here Avena, Atua and Phalaris minor. It will affect the wheat germination. So Agarapata and Phalaris will decrease the germination of the wheat. Whereas Parthenium species, it will decrease the wheat growth. And sorghum maize growth and germination. It will decrease the Parthenium species will decrease the growth and germination of the sorghum and maize. If I will say Amaranthus esculentus, it will also decrease the growth of the maize and finger millet. So these are the 4 types of interactions you will find from the allelopathy interaction types. So now here I am saying, here I have told already allelochemicals. So allelochemicals, I told this is the secondary metabolite. Okay. These allelochemicals, if I will say what are the source of allelochemicals? If I will say root is the allochemical source, the example is maize. If I will say the leaf, and if I will say the leaf, then it will be the cassava plant. If I will say the shoot and foliage, then it will be the sorghum. Okay. These are the ingredients of crop. I am writing the maize will produce allochemicals in the root. Cassava, it will be a leaf, and cassava, this is the source of allochemicals is leaf. Sorghum, the source of allochemical is shoot and foliage. So now, if I will write the allochemical source in case of wheat, if I will say the whole plant will release the allochemical, this is example is Imperator cylinder tank. Imperator cylinder tank. Here the whole plant will release the chemicals. So if I will see the soot and foliage, source is soot and foliage. So here it will be the chinopody. It will be the chinopody. Okay. So now another thing. This is the source of allochemicals. So here if I will see, here I will write what is the form of allochemicals, in which form allochemicals are released. So first one is, if I will say leaf leachates, I am saying the leaf leachates, then it is the example is eucalyptus. It is the eucalyptus. If I will say leaf litter, then it will be the perennial weeds, not annual weeds, because in case of perennial weeds they will produce maximum number of leaves so that it will affect the plant. But in case of annual weeds, very less number of leaves are there, so this less number of weeds cannot release that much of allochemicals which become toxic. So in case of leaf litter, the perennial weeds are there. Again, now if I will say the volatile compound, whether the allochemical is volatile compound, whether the allochemical is volatile compounds, and these volatile compounds are released from the leaves. These volatile compounds will release from the leaves of Amaranthus palmeri. Amaranthus palmeri. Okay. Next one will be the seed lichet. One is leaf lichet, another is seed lichet. Seed lichet means, you just remember A square, B square, C, T. A square means it will be the Abutilon theoplastic, and another is Abenacatwa. D square means here you can say one is Datura. Plant is there. So in case of C, you can say Chinopodium. In case of C, it is Chinopodium, and in case of T, it is the Thalaps plant. Okay, so here is the source of allochemicals, where the source may be root, it may be shoot and foliage, it may be leaf, and these are the forms of allochemicals, whether it may be the seed lichet form, or whether it is the volatile form, or whether it is the leaf lichet form. Okay. So in entrance examination, please you have to remember these things. In entrance basis, for entrance basis, this is important. Whole plant is Imperator cylindrica. This is also important in the solver, which is the source of allochemicals. Here, so what is the example of volatile compound and seed lichets? So these are the things you have to remember. Okay. Again, if I will say, so here I can write the allopathic effect. What is the allopathic effect? What is the allopathic effect? What do you mean by effect? So first one is, it will decrease the growth of plant. Second one, I can say it will increase the toxicity of soil. It will decrease the soil microbial activity. So which will control the mineralization process and immobilization process. I hope you know what is mineralization and what is immobilization. So it will decrease the growth of plant. Then it will increase the toxicity of the soil. So toxicity of the soil will become toxic in two ways. Either due to the synthetic chemicals used. Synthetic chemical means what we are applying the fertilizer or pesticide. So what are the fertilizers and the pesticides like herbicides? So it will accumulate in the soil and it will toxify the soil system. And another one is the allochemicals. These are the two ways allochemical. So these are the two ways how soil become toxic. One is due to use of synthetic chemical and another is due to the allochemicals. So again it will affect the nutrient uptake. It will affect the nutrient uptake. Again it will affect nitrogen fixation, and this may be the biological nitrogen fixation, or it may affect the nitrification process. And we know that nitrification what happens? The ammonium form of ion will change to nitrate form of ion. First it will be nitrite, then it will get to nitrate. So what happens? This ammonium form of ion will get converted to nitrate form of ion. Okay, so this is known as the nitrification process. It will enable the nitration. So this example I can say the maize residue. Okay, so here you can remember the maize residue will inhibit the nitrification process. So after some maize residue what happens, there may be a chance of decreasing the availability of the nitrogen. So this is the effect of allopathy. Again, if we are going to the allochemicals, now I will go to the allochemical. Allochemical I have told this is the secondary metabolite. And these allochemicals which is released from the one plant and it will move to the other plant, and these allochemicals may be toxic initially. If it is initially toxic, then we can say it is true allopathy, and if it is initially the released chemical is non-toxic, then it will get converted to toxic form by means of microorganism, then it is known as the functional allopathy. So if I have already told the allochemicals are secondary metabolites. So according to Whitaker, you know Whitaker, who is Whitaker? Kingdom classification. This is a Whitaker. So Whitaker here given that he classified into 5 groups. Whatever the allochemicals are there, Whitaker classified them into 5 groups, and another scientist, Rice, he has classified the allochemicals into 6 groups. And among these 6 groups, the group may be allopathic compounds. Whatever the allochemicals, there may be allopathic compounds. There may be fat and liquid compound. Yes or no? There may be terpenoid. Okay, and there may be cyanogenic. I have called cyanogenic glucosides. Example is HCl, cyanogenic glucosides, and this may be the aromatic compounds, and you can say unsaturated lactone, and another one is aromatic compounds, which is the phenolic compounds. Okay, so you here remember among the allochemical groups, the most highest group is aromatic or phenolic compound. That means most of the allochemicals are coming under this group. It is as linear solutions. So these chemicals which are under the aromatic or phenolic groups, these may be flavonoid, or these are the aromatic and phenolic compounds. Okay, so this is the things, or we can say alkaloids. So these are the how I can classify the allochemicals. Okay, so in last part we will go to the application of the allochemicals in wood management. Application of allochemicals in wood management. So here I will write biallopause is a biopesticide. You can say biopesticide. It is a biopesticide. It is made from the Streptomyces species. Streptomyces species. That means these Streptomyces release some allochemicals, and these allochemicals is used to decrease the growth of the weeds. This will decrease the growth of the weeds. Okay, so you just remember this biallopause is analogous to glufosinate AM. You know glufosinate AM is a herbicide, and whatever the biallopause, which is the allochemicals, it is a biopesticide we can use, which is act as the glufosinate AM. Okay. Second one you can say here 1,8 senior. This will come from the salvia species. This will come from the salvia species, and whatever this compound, it will use to reduce the weed growth in a rice plant. In rice plant, if you are using this compound, then it will reduce. Third one is AAL toxic. That means here AL means alternata. So this alternata, and it will release the chemicals, and after using these chemicals, this is known as the AAL toxic, and it is also used to suppress the weed growth. Okay. Fourth one, we can utilize the interaction species. Interaction species means these are the interaction species. So for control of the Parthenium species, I can grow Amaranthus species. For control of Chenopodium, I can grow the maize. For control of Cyprus, I can grow sweet potato. So these are the allopathic interactions. So I can utilize this allopathic interaction so that it will inhibit the growth of the weed. So this is the class. I think you have already understood what do you mean by allopathy and what is the importance of allopathic interactions regarding the weed suppress and plant growth. So thank you. So if you have any doubt, then please write in comment section so that I will clear the doubts in the next class. So basic things you just remember here, the entrance based as questions. So here I am writing. What are the entrance based questions? In entrance examinations, the question will come from which word, then Greek word allo and pathos. Second one is who coined the term which is mollist. Third one is what do you mean by teletoxic and orthotoxic. Okay. Fourth one is example of a plant having whole plant is releasing the allochemicals. In case of sorghum, which is the source of allochemicals? This is the things. Then I can ask which one of the following compounds is used for controlling the weeds, which is due to the allochemicals. Sixth one, whether the allochemicals are secondary metabolite or not. Sixth one question will be there. Again, if I will ask the questions, these are the interactions. I can ask the leaf leachets example, seed leachet example. I can ask the seed leachet example, and as well as you can also remember the allopathy classification of the allopathy. You know what do you mean by true allopathy? This is as functional allopathy. This is as okay. So what do you mean by concurrent or direct allopathy? What do you mean by residual allopathy? So these are the questions which is asked in entrance examinations. Okay. So thank you. I hope We have already understood this chapter. So we will